Okay, so as of now, we discussed, right? We can divide a physical switch into logical switch, or we can divide one single broadcast domain into different or multiple broadcast domains by creating the VLANs by creating the VLANs. Let's say VLAN 1, VLAN 2, VLAN 3, like that. We can create multiple VLANs. And by default, if you are purchasing a new switch, it will come with a single broadcast domain. And by default, all the switch ports are in native VLAN, or it is in default VLAN. That default VLAN in Cisco is, it is a 1. If anyone asks you what is the default VLAN, you can say VLAN 1, right? Now, okay. So this is fine. Now we are good to create the VLANs. Now we discuss about the switch, how it will function, what is the uses, and how it can provide us security. For example, we have a switch 1 here. Okay, we have switch 1 here, and we have a switch 2 here. Now what we have to do, for example, you have an office. This is your first floor. This is your second floor. Okay, you have employees here and there. Now what you have to do, definitely you need connectivity from switch 1 to switch 2. But how we will connect? So this connectivity, what we will call? So when you are connecting from one network device to another network device, we have to configure the uplink port. So whenever to communicate from one device to another device, we have to use the uplink system. And in switches, we have the different kind of ports. Okay. And moreover, before going that, if we have a switches, we have different kind of ports, we have RJ45 port. Okay. Or we can call it as a copper port. And we have a fiber ports like SFP, SFP plus, and QSFP. Sorry, SFP, SFP plus, and QSFP. Okay. So this will help us to connect the devices like up to 100 meters. So this you can connect up to 40 kilometers. So like everything have its own difference, and also speed also. If it supports 1 gigabit, 1 Gbps, it can support 10 Gbps. So like that. So the distance and speed is matter. So based on the distance and speed, we have to choose this hardware, right? Fine. Now we discuss about the physical ports, how many ports we have. Single form factor. So there is a port, we have to insert the SFP in this, right? Now we'll go here uplink ports. Fine. So to communicate from two different devices, we will use we will take the help of uplink port and we will configure. And in here we have different kind of ports like trunk port and access port, right? What is trunk port and what is access port? For example, I want to transfer my only VLAN 3 information to this system, only VLAN 2 information. If I connected one port to another port here, then you can configure this port as a access port. What access port can do, it can carry only, either it can send or it can receive only one VLAN information. For example, if you have configured a port with as an access port, and you configured access port and you map the VLAN 3 here. So it carries only VLAN 3 information. It cannot see or it cannot transfer VLAN 2 or VLAN 1 information, right? Then what is the trunk port? So trunk port, it can carry the multiple VLANs information. It can send the multiple VLANs information. Also, it can receive the multiple VLANs information. So definitely when you are using the trunk port from one system, one switch to another switch, and you want to pass this information, all the VLANs information to here to extend your network from one location to another location, right? So we are using the uplink. So we have to configure the port as a trunk port because I want to carry this all three VLANs information to switch 2 as well, right? So these are the basic difference between the trunk port and access port. In which scenarios we will use? Whenever you are using the a computer, in the sense you can say like user machines, or if you connect any printer or Xerox machine. So at that time you can use these access ports. Whenever you are connecting to different network devices like switch to switch or switch to router or switch to firewall, we can use like trunk port concept because we have to communicate our total information from one switch to another switch, right? There is another port also there, a dynamic port. So this will be supported by Cisco devices. It have like different mode like auto mode, desired mode. Okay. So in auto mode, it can establish communication with any mode. If other side is auto mode or desired mode, it can. But if both side desired, it cannot establish communication. I will provide this all theory part document. You can go through that. Fine. Any questions in this?
Okay. No, sir.
Right. So now better we'll try to go to the lab. We'll go here. So we'll take the switches. 2960, right? For example, I'll take switch here. Okay.
The
Even
Cisco
we can.
packet tracer, do we download this thing?
Yeah, I'll provide you this. Actually, nobody asking. I thought I said I'll share the link, but nobody asking. Even I have to forget.
Mhm. For networking, you have to do on it, right?
Yes. So we'll connect the cables from here to here.
Trainer, is it the good thing that we can do these labs in GNS3?
Anywhere you can do. That is up to you.
I mean, is it the same thing if we do here and over there?
Yeah, it is same. Even you can use more features in GNS3, but
Yeah, so that's
it
why.
is a bit complicated.
Yeah, GNS3 we can see the where
And
exactly the traffic
moreover,
are.
you need to have the proper system with the proper resources like your RAM and all your processor. Then you are good to use. No problem.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can we do labs on GNS3 from your end as well? So that way we guys can get to know
You
like
can do
much
in
better.
GNS3. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I will help you.
Okay.
Because if I start my GNS3, you cannot listen the class. Okay. We took the total three switches. Let it be. It is not required at this moment. Switch one, switch two, switch two, switch three. Okay. We'll go to switch one. Okay. Have to say deselect this. Okay. We'll go to here. We no need to do power off, power on, and adding NIC cards. Okay. In this model, we no need anything. Okay. Directly we'll go to the configuration mode. So we'll go to switch. Now we are in switch one. So you can see here, name switch one. If you want, you can change the name for this switch. I already explained what is the command you have to use. That is up to you. And we will see like total how many ports are in it. So to see it, we will use the command. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So we will use the command show IP interface brief. So IP interface brief. So it can show us total how many interfaces are there and what is its status. So total we have fast Ethernet ports as well as gigabit Ethernet ports. Total we have 24 fast Ethernet ports and 2 gigabit Ethernet ports. And I said right, every Cisco switch comes with a default VLAN, that is a VLAN one, right? So why only port 1 and 2 are came up? Because we connected these ports, remaining ports are in not connected states. Like for example, and I said VLAN, we can configure in switches L2 VLANs and L3 VLANs, right? In real time to configure the L2 VLAN, just you have to go in decide a VLAN like 100. Okay.
Line VT.
No, that is not required line with. You can give name to this VLAN. For example, so, what name we will give? You tell me one name.
Access code.
Marketing team.
Yes.
Okay, 100 will give for marketing. Okay, so that's it. You have done. So this is how we have to create the L2 VLANs. But to configure the L3 VLAN, we have to go to interface mode and interface mode. Then we have to give VLAN. We will give VLAN 10. Then we have to assign the IP address. Same, we will give IP address to here is 10.10.10 dot. Sorry, four times I given that. 10 dot network and 255.255.255.0. It won't take. We have to assign IP. Okay. Okay, it took now. So same description we will give. For this also we'll mention marketing. Okay. So now we have configured the L3 VLAN. So what is the basic difference we observed? In L2 VLAN, we won't assign the IP address. And also you won't apply this command interface and VLAN. In real time, whenever you see the configuration, if you see like interface VLAN and IP address, some other settings, no. So you have to understand this is L3 VLAN. Else, if you only see this a VLAN and name, no, then you have to understand, okay, this is L2 VLAN. Else they can understand like we are not properly technically good. Okay.
Sir, how we are going to check whether if the VLAN is assigned or if it's assigned or not?
Yeah, that I will tell you. And it is the right question. Thank you. And if,
Yes,
for example, sometimes your DHCP server is connected at different location. Okay, so our DNS servers to communicate with the servers which are not in same network at some other location, we have to use this command IP helper address, and we have to give that address. Okay, that purpose we will use this helper address. And by default, whenever we will configure, we will give no shutdown, right? So if anyone asks you like, does a VLAN, no, your switch is up. If anyone asks you, does VLAN goes down? So VLAN is a virtual interface. It will not go down unless your switch go down. But physical interface, maybe chances are there. If any hardware is down, this particular related, or if any line card is gone, it's gone. Okay, right? This is the difference. Now what we will do, we will take, we'll again go to configuration mode. We will assign this fast Ethernet 0/1 to the VLAN 10. Okay, interface fast Ethernet. Okay, 0/1. Right. Now we have to configure switch port mode. Like I said, ports, right? Access port and trunk port. How we will configure? So by this way we will configure. If you give switch port mode, whenever in Cisco, if you don't know what is the next command you want to use, or if you want to know extra information, with this, how many commands are possible? Just you put the question mark. So after switch port mode, it will tells you with the switch port mode, you can use these many modes. You can use access mode, dynamic, and trunk. So we will configure this in a access mode. Okay, switch port mode access, right? So if you are seeing this symbol means there is no command after this, right? Again, then switch port access VLAN. What we are doing now, we are assigning the VLAN to this interface. Switch port access VLAN 10. So earlier, before adding, no, your VLAN will be done. When there are no members in the VLAN, so at that time it will be down. Now we added fast Ethernet 0/1 to the VLAN 10. If you see the message, now it is came up. Okay. So this also you can give description marketing. I'll tell you why I'm giving like this. We'll go with some specific. Okay, right. Exit. Now we have to save the command. We will use the command write memory. Okay. Now configuration is saved. Like right now you ask, right, how do we know whether these VLANs are here or not? So you can give the command show VLAN, right? So total you can see how many VLANs are there. For example, if you see, like we discussed, by default in a switch, all ports are in VLAN 1. So whichever are not configured, these all are by default in VLAN 1. And we configured the VLAN 10 and we configured VLAN 100. Okay. And these are the default VLANs. These we are not configured. Okay. And these are the dedicated to this purpose. And we given the description. You can see description as well. Okay. So now you are clear, right? How to verify these VLANs. And moreover, right now you see the VLANs. Even you can see the members of these VLANs as well. Like what is the port assigned to this particular VLAN. If there are 10 interfaces configured with the VLAN 10, you can see 10 ports here. So if some you can troubleshoot like this way. For example, if there is a user, he need to connect to particular VLAN. For example, you have VLAN 10, 20, 30. That VLAN should map to that particular user should map to VLAN 30, but he mapped only VLAN 10, and same that interface is not in VLAN 30. Then you now you have to troubleshoot. Okay, you can add similar way how we added, a interface in a VLAN 10. Similar way we have to add interface in VLAN 30. Then that particular person can access the required network, right? This is the way you have to troubleshoot. Whenever someone is saying and it is not working, like we discussed in OSI layers, right? First you have to verify at layer 1 whether that what is the whether that user in network or not. If not in network, you have to level layer 1. What are layer 1? Like cables or hardware devices. Then if layer 1 is good, then now you have to troubleshoot with the frames whether you are getting the MAC address or not, whether you are learning the MAC address or not. Okay. If you can give show MAC address table, it will show the possible MAC address. Show MAC, it will support. Okay. MAC iPhone. I give an extra space. So if you apply this, it will show like VLAN 1, it is learning this MAC address and learning via this port. And VLAN 10, it is VLAN 10, this port is mapped and you are learning this. This is the MAC address. In Cisco, this is the MAC format, right? So if you under this MAC address table, you will ask that user, hey, what is the MAC address of your computer? If you're not able to see that MAC address under here, then is having layer 2 problem. So what it is a layer 2 problem? Maybe he is not mapped to the right VLAN or some logical port related problem he might had, like error disable mode or something, right? So like that way we have to understand. To see the whole configuration, we have to apply the command show running configuration. So it can give you, right, what are the interfaces you configured and what are the VLANs you have configured. Total configuration it will give, right? We have configured VLAN 10 here. We'll go to, we'll connect some systems. Okay, connect PC1, PC2 here. We'll connect. We'll give communications now. So we will give this machine information. You just double click on it, go to desktop, go to this IP configuration. So you can configure here like IPv4 address 20.20.20.20. Subnet mask, we can give this little bit, no problem. It is not a big default. And we'll give the default gateways 20.20.20.1. This we have not configured, we will configure. Okay. Similar way, we'll go here PC1, sorry, PC0. We'll go to desktop configuration. We'll give IP here 10.10.10.10. Okay. Default gateway will give here 10.10.1. Okay. Are we good? Yeah. So what will go again? Sorry, I will go to here. This is a problem. We'll go to this machine. Why it is so fast? We'll go to command prompt. This command prompt is nothing but your system command prompt in, right? So now what we will do, we will try to ping from PC0 to this, let's say PC1. What is the this PC2 IPv given 20.20.20.20. We'll see whether it will reachable or not. Okay, so currently it is not reachable. So now what we will do, we'll go to switch to, and this PC is connected on fast Ethernet. We will see the fast Ethernet configuration. We'll go to switch to, we'll go to CLI and we'll enable mode, give show IP interface brief. It is connected on fast Ethernet, right? Fast Ethernet, right? Show running configuration interface. Show running configuration interface. Maybe it is not supporting this command. Fine. We'll give show interface fast. Show interface fast Ethernet 0/1. So what else we can see? Interface is in up, both interface status and line protocol. Both are up and it is in connected state, right? And it's have any description? No. It have any IP? No, right? So what we'll do, we'll configure VLAN 10 here as well. Okay, config the interface. First we'll configure the VLAN, then we'll assign the VLAN to this VLAN 10.
I do have a question, sir. Like, we don't have to do IP route over here.
No, in switching it will do broadcast, right?
Okay.
And if it is same, if it is L3 switch and you have to do routing, then we can do, no problem.
Okay. So here we don't have to configure like
We'll let you know
IP
in
route
some time.
and
Yeah,
okay.
IP address we will give 10.10.10.2 we will give, and 255.255.255.0. Okay. If it will not communicate now, then definitely we'll give same description, marketing. Okay, then Control C, write memory. Right, again now we'll go to config mode. We'll assign this VLAN to interface fast Ethernet 0/2 or 0/1. How it is connected, our machine PC2 is connected on fast Ethernet 0/2. Right, we'll go to switch 2 and we'll go to interface fast Ethernet 0/2. Switch port mode will give access. Switch port mode VLAN. Switch port VLAN we have to give now. Okay, switch port access VLAN. VLAN 10 we will address. Okay, we have give switch port mode access and switch port VLAN as well. Let's say a description for this as well. Same marketing. Okay, now we will verify. Show VLAN. If you want to verify for particular VLAN, just give show VLAN and 10. Show VLAN ID we can give, right? VLAN ID, right? 10. So you can see VLAN ID. If you want to see only VLAN 10 information, you can see. So VLAN 10 and fast Ethernet 0/2 is this port is part of VLAN 10. So you can see if from this command you can see this information. What is the MTU is configured, and MTU is nothing but maximum transmission unit. Right now we will see like RAM. Now we will see same. If it will not ping, then we'll go for route.
Sure.
We initiated ping from PC0 to other side PC. Okay, so what we'll do first, we'll see then what we have to do in real time. Whenever your machine is not able to communicate your destination, first we'll see it to gateway like ping 10.10.10.1, whether it is reachable to 10.10.1 or not. Okay, so first our machine is not reachable from here to here itself. PC0 is not able to communicate with switch 0. We'll go to switch 1 here. We got any error? Native VLAN mismatch discovered. Okay. So we configured same, no? So we are getting the mismatch. Ping.
Need we configure in the same port?
Right. 10.10.10. So this is not reachable.
Okay, due to because we have been assigned in the same port, correct? That's the reason.
Yes. We'll go to
Or something
switch
else.
here. Config T. No interface VLAN 10. So to remove this configuration, we have to use this. So now you can give show VLAN.
Um,
So
and select this.
okay, but this is the layer 2 VLAN. Okay, I think we'll see the show running configuration. Show running configuration. Okay. If you can see in the configuration, there is no VLAN 10 configuration. Okay. Only interface configuration is there and VLAN 1 is there, but VLAN 10 is not there. Still it is not reachable. Okay. Fast Ethernet 0/3. Okay. We'll go to switch 1 again. Okay. Okay. We'll remove. Still here interface fast Ethernet 0/2. No, it is in VLAN 10. Show running configuration interface. Wait, it cannot show, right? Show running configuration interface. Okay. Anyhow, we have already have the output, right? So here VLAN 10 is still mapped to this. So that's why still it is giving the error. So we'll go to interface fast Ethernet. So whatever changes we need to do for this interface, I mean, for interface, we have to go to the interface mode, then only. Well, and in Cisco, I said, right, if you to revert the changes, whatever you configured, you apply now before to that. So for example, if it is a switch port access VLAN 10, just copy this, then give the config t interface fast Ethernet 0/2, just give no, and this VLAN command. It is copied something. Better I'll run manually. Interface fast Ethernet 0/2. No switch port access VLAN 10. Now we'll run the show running config. If you can see here, fast Ethernet 0/2. Now VLAN 10 is not showing. But if you can see the previous configuration, VLAN 10 is showing. Yeah, this is how, if you want to remove any particular VLAN for the particular interface, this is how you have to remove. We'll see in the switch one whether these errors are still stopped or not. If you can see here now, no more errors we are not getting. Okay. So from here, we'll try to ping our machine 10.10.10. First of all, what is the VLAN 10 configuration? We'll see. Why again it is came? So running configuration, config T, interface, fast Ethernet, 0/2, no switch port mode, access. Fine. So running config, fast Ethernet 02, like no more, it is not it is access port, not part of VLAN 10. Just save the configuration, write memory. Okay, we'll go to switch one. Now we will troubleshoot. First, we'll see the configuration. So VLAN one, but in switch to fast Ethernet, no configuration, right? No configuration. Here we'll see show VLAN 10, only fast Ethernet 0/1. Okay, this is fine. We'll see the configuration. What is IP we assign to VLAN 10? VLAN 10. Okay. For this VLAN also we given VLAN 10, 10.10.10.1, and for our machine also we but machine we given 10.10.10, right? So if we give the command IP config /all, it will show the IP address. What is the IPv4 address? It's not showing anything. Okay, here it's showing. IPv4. We given the 10.10.10.
So
Okay.
we go to
So we pinging to
10.10.10.1.
wrong IP. So we will ping to right IP now. 10.10.10.10. We'll see whether it is reachable or not.
We changed the VLAN two times, right? So I think we lost it.
No, but that is not a problem. If you want, I can remove VLAN 10. Config T. Where we given VLAN to 10 two times. Show running configuration. Okay. VLAN 10 we removed other side already. Only in this switch one we configured the VLAN 10. Right. We only configured once. And if you go to switch 2 also, if you see here, no, these are just interface. Right, only VLAN one is there. Even if we can give show VLAN command as well. Okay, still here VLAN is showing. Okay, config T, no VLAN 10. We'll see now. Okay, in switch 2, we removed VLAN 10. So VLAN. Okay, now VLAN 10 completely removed. That is the problem. What happened? We we have not removed the VLAN 10 configuration. Just we removed the VLAN 10 we applied to fast Ethernet port, and we only removed that applied configuration. But now we removed the VLAN from VLAN database. So no more VLAN 10 is no more part of VLAN database. So now you won't see, that is the problem. That's why you got the error. So now you will not see no more. Okay. So this is how in real time you have to troubleshoot. You have to read the error and you have to troubleshoot step by step. Okay. Any doubts in this? After this, also we will connect again after 10. Why it's coming again? We not applied configuration.
So we did not apply configuration, right? So